I'm Chris Schneider. Welcome to Lake TV's Classic Game of the Week. We go back to late October 2014 for this first round Class 5A state playoff game between the Camdenton Lakers and the Rolla Bulldogs. The Lakers were having a pretty good season with a 7-2 record going in and hoping to advance into the second round of the playoffs. We hope you enjoy our Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from October 31st, 2014 between Camdenton and Rolla.
So Nate Paschal set to kick for the Camdenton Lakers, and back to receive for the Rolla Bulldogs. Of course, Andy Satula, he helps with the kicking duty. He's had a good year back there, and also back there with him, you've got Lee Clancy. So a couple of guys ready to get this ball game underway, and we are set.
Kick it away from Satula, and they do to the near side.
It's Clancy. That one stays in, taking a favorable Laker bounce until it goes out of bounds for the illegal procedure, and Rolla will start at the 35-yard line.
Pretty good field position, but I think it's worth the risk to kick it to the sideline to keep it away from Satula right off the bat.
Yeah, I mean, at least it's still in their own end of the field. Of course, when Satula touches the ball, nearly anything can happen. So, smart move by the Lakers, and Rolla has it 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
And looking at this spread that they run, they'll run 2 wide receivers to both sides. And starting out at quarterback for the Rolla Bulldogs will be Morris. And the single setback out of this not wishbone, but a shotgun type formation will, of course, be Andy Satula.
You'll see Morris and Brown back there tonight, Mike, out of the quarterback position. I think just like Camdenton, they feature 2 quarterbacks. Satula on the give now. He's met at the line, shakes off the first tackle, and he's going to carry the pile, and that's very near first down yardage.
That's impressive, William. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. They just ran a little trap with the offside guard, just a little bit of a crease for him on the right side, and they run the hurry up.
So back out of the shotgun, that's Morris. Satula to his left. 2nd and 1, low snap, handled by Morris, bottled up in the backfield is Satula, and he'll be taken down. First man there, quarterback Jordan Knight doing it defensively, and that's a good play to pursue the ball carrier, Mike.
And Josh Keys from the defensive end, he made the play there, William. He was able to get penetration, made him stop, and the pursuit got there, a loss of 3.
That'll bring up 3rd and 4 for Rolla. This is their first offensive possession. They don't want to go 3 and out. Ball placed at the 41-yard line. Morris takes a snap. It's a play action. He's looking to his left. That's into the flat. He's got his target, and Aspen Hill will take him to the ground at about the 48-yard line.
Josh Leon with the catch. He was just wide open out in the flat.
Yeah, good play there. The play action sets up the pass play, of course, and then wide open, like you said, in the flat. His target was there, and that's good for a Rolla first down. So Morris remaining out of that shotgun set. Satula, he'll be met there, and bulldoze back. Jordan Knight in on the tackle, as well as 91 for the Lakers. Josh Keys, you talked about him on the last play. There he is doing it again.
Yeah, just sliding down from the defensive line, but you couldn't see him, but he was the one who really, Justin Murdoch, number 78, was the one who really jammed it up in the middle.
Good eyes by Mike Bissell. Here's the snap to Morris. He's got his guy, and that's the same guy that had the catch a second ago. Now back outside. He's across the 30, down to the 20-yard line before being pushed out there. That's the second reception of the game for Josh Leon, Mike.
32 yards in the same play. He was just able to get the block from his tandem wide receiver on that side, get to the sideline and cut it upfield. 32 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, that's a nifty play before Aspen Hill was able to push him out, but not before. 32-yard gain on the play. Morris now hands off. That's Satula trying to get to the edge. He does. Now inside the 15, the 10. He'll be pushed out there as him and Knight meet each other, but another impressive run, and just as we figured, Satula's busy here early.
They were able to set the edge with a block on the wide receiver, cracking back a little bit there. That was number 9 getting that block, Keegan Crisco, and it's 1st and goal for the Rolla Bulldogs.
So this will be their first opportunity inside the red zone. We'll see if Rolla can't capitalize. 1st and goal. Here's Morris. Gives to Satula, trying to get outside. He's being pursued and taken down there. Nice tackle by Ty McDuffie.
Yeah, that was nice. He got him high. I wouldn't recommend trying to do that every time, but he was able to get leverage up high and then bring Satula down.
Yeah, good tackle by McDuffie. He's the other guy you're going to see at quarterback tonight for Camdenton. And both these quarterbacks, you've seen it already on Rolla's first possession. They can make sound tackles.
A hurry-up offense here for Rolla, getting the plays in from the sideline. And a little bit of indecision here too, William, because they had a big change in their package here. See what they come up with.
It's Satula up the middle and stop there for no gain, man, at the line of scrimmage by a handful of Lakers, and that's going to bring up 3rd and goal from the 10.
I think we actually had a different running back that time. Corey Pearson got that carry inside. Satula, they had split out, but Pearson gets his first carry, and not a lot there for him.
So Pearson in on the carry, and he's going to remain at tailback after getting that one. So 3rd and goal. Morris now throws to the end zone. He's got his man, and that's a touchdown. Keegan Crisco finds himself in the end zone here on the first Rolla possession, and they lead 6-0.
That was impressive. They just a little pump fake to the outside. He ran a post, and the safety got caught up inside.
The extra point is up and good, so Rolla leads by a score of 7-0. Camdenton finds himself in an early 7-0 hole after Rolla marches down the field and gets a quick touchdown on a 9-yard pass from Morris to Crisco.
Maynard will kick off here, and again, we have a bit of a breeze, and it's almost laid down here now as it's gotten dark. And the Lakers find themselves in a hole. You've got to answer on this. You don't want to give a team like Rolla with an explosive offense, you don't want them to think that they have a chance in this game.
Yeah, you want to get them down early, so we're set to see the Lakers on offense for the first time. Zach Martin and Jacob Wise back to receive for Camdenton. One's headed in the direction of Martin. He fields it inside his own 10. Now across the 20, runs into his own man, and he'll be taken down there at about the 26-yard line. And that's where Camdenton will start 1st and 10.
Yeah, he ran up the back of his teammate Adrian Washington there, but just trying to make a block for him. So-so field position.
So here's Camdenton. First possession, it's McDuffie. The give to Martin. He's got good room, and he's taken down there at about the 35. That's Ida Ikwinobe in on the stop, but we do have a marker on the play.
Well, that's unfortunate. Johnny Hollinsworth, the right tackle there, had a good block, but maybe they got him for the hold as well, maybe too good a block, and that's going to wipe out a good run on 1st down.
Yeah, so that's going to be a holding call, and they'll move that one back.
And that's a spot foul that's actually going to be an 11-yard penalty, first charge penalty of the ball game.
So Camdenton has it now at their own 27-yard line. 17, rather. That's going to be Martin. He's going to try to get outside, and he does. He's across the 25 and back past that original line of scrimmage and all the way up to the 32-yard line. So that's good for 15 yards on 2nd down, or on 1st down. It'll bring up a 2nd and very manageable.
Yeah, that's an impressive run, showing his speed to the sideline. The cornerback and safety both thought they had good angles. Not good enough for Martin's speed.
Nah, he's a shifty back, and you don't want to let him get going here early. We talked about him in the pregame. We all know what he's capable of. 2nd down and 6, ball at the 32. McDuffie under center. And they're going to get number 33 jumping off sides, I would assume, barring a false start.
Gage Maxwell there was trying to time the snap and jump the gap. He timed it all right, just a little quick. I didn't see anybody move on the Lakers side.
No, they got him for an offside. Mike, you haven't got an opportunity to see this Laker team play, but I'll tell you, something I would assume Jeff was probably really good at when he was playing was that hard count. This Laker team is awesome at drawing the defense offside by the quarterbacks using that hard count.
Well, when you start off 1st and 21, the 5-yard pickup helps out, but they've almost overcome all that here.
So 2nd down and short, 1. McDuffie will line up at his own 36. Here's the give. That's Martin. Good block there. He cuts back inside. He's up across midfield and taken down by Ikwinobe, but that's all the way down to the 46-yard line and into Rolla territory.
Keegan Ray with a great block from the slot there to give him just a little bit of a chance to cut back up the hash mark there, and takes it all the way down to the 46.
And that's where Camdenton will keep this offense moving. That's an impressive run. You've got to like what you've seen from Josh Martin thus far, Mike.
Oh, I'm impressed. My first look at him out of this triple I formation.
He'll get it again, cuts inside. Nice cut back, and he's going to be still on his feet before being taken down at a 33-yard line. That's good for a Laker first down.
And Henry Brownell inside really collapsed the entire defensive line of Rolla and set up that nice run for Martin.
That's good for 13 yards. It'll bring up a 1st and 10 at the Rolla 33. So 1st and 10 now, McDuffie under center. Going to get Smythe, the fullback, and he's going to be wrestled down after a very modest gain on 1st down.
Yeah, that isn't fair. Oh, they say fumble at the end, too. And apparently, Rolla has come up with a loose ball. I didn't see who got the recovery, but you could see from the body language at Camdenton that they were not very happy, and Rolla the recipient of the first turnover.
So good call, Mike. I didn't even see the ball come out. Looked like he was down, but they had it on the field. Ball popped out, and Rolla comes up with it. So we'll see if they can't take advantage of our first turnover of the ball game. Unfortunate. That was a nice-looking drive there by Camdenton.
And especially when you had the 1st and 21, you were able to overcome that and get deep into Rolla territory.
Now you got that new quarterback in there for Rolla. That's Brown. And that's the give to Pearson once again. So that's going to be for a loss of 1. Leading the charge for the Lakers, that's Josh Keys once again back in the backfield, causing havoc on these running backs of Rolla.
Yeah, the defensive end was just able to loop around the tackle and come in there and make the tackle.
Of course, you all know what's at stake in this ball game. A spot in the district championship game waits the winner. If Camdenton can find a way to win that ball game, that'll be played right here next week between the winner of Battle and Waynesville. Here's Brown now looking into the flat, and what a hit, jarring it free. That's going to be an incomplete pass. And that's Aspen Hill on the far sideline doing an excellent job jarring that one free, Mike.
Third time's a charm for the Laker defense. That's the third time they've run that play to number 34, Leon. And that time the Lakers were looking for it and were able to separate the receiver from the ball.
Yeah, fantastic job. Aspen Hill has been an absolute ball hawk this year for the Lakers from that position he plays in the secondary. He's had some deflections, a couple of interceptions, and a big hit right there. Brown now looking to pass. He steps up in the pocket. He's going to be flushed outside and be taken down there at about the 26-yard line. That's Keys with a big quarterback sack for the Lakers.
Yeah, Josh Keys has had quite a game here in the first quarter and gets that sack for a 7-yard loss and should force Rolla to punt.
Excellent response right there by the Camdenton defense after their offense coughs up the football. They're going to force Rolla to go 3 and out and hopefully can take advantage of the field position game as what assumes to be good starting field position for Camdenton after the punt. We've got the punt coming up here. Set to punt for Rolla. That's Brown. That's going to be an end-over-end kick, and Wise would be wise to move away from that. So Camdenton's going to take over at their 34-yard line, 1st and 10. So Camdenton now, Jordan Knight going to come in and take over at quarterback. They got it 1st and 10 from the 34. Martin going to get the carry, cuts inside. He's got good yardage across midfield before being taken down. That's number 55 for Rolla, jumping on his back. Tyler Rybar, not before Martin has good yardage and enough for a Laker first down.
16 yards on the pickup. The left side of the Laker offensive line just collapsed that there. Henry Brownell once again. Any relation to Rod Brownell, number 41, one of the running backs, a tailback on those great mid-'80s teams?
Yeah, Rodney Brownell, the father of Henry Brownell, and actually one of our sponsors here with Peak Sport and Spine. He's now the head physical trainer on the sideline, and of course he was great in his prime with the Lakers back in the late 80s on the Jeff Shore team.
Yeah, he was an amazing running back, and they had so many good players on that squad, and he was a focal point of the running game.
So on first down, they get Martin involved, and he gets 3 yards up to the 45-yard line, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Going back to those late 80s teams, actually I had an opportunity talking to Rodney before the game on the field. He was talking about he does have the current all-time rushing mark for the Lakers in a career, but he looks for Martin to break that. He's just a couple hundred yards shy of that mark, around 2,800. Here's the give to Martin. He's got some blocking, and he's going to be wrapped up and taken down there. Unique play there by the Lakers.
Yeah, it was. It was very, very slow developing as they pulled the offside guard. Well, Brownell, once again, number 61, out in front, and he just rode him. Probably should have put the head down and jetted, but planted that back foot and gone, but he thought maybe he had a chance to clear it out all the way.
So nice job by Rolla. That's some good blocking. I mean, these Hogs are always tough, and over 4,000 yards on the ground a season ago as a team for Camdenton. That's tough to repeat, and they've done that this year again.
That's an impressive number.
So Knight under center facing a 3rd and 4. And I think they got him to jump once again. We'll wait for the officials' ruling, but I think they got him to jump, Mike.
No doubt. Rollas went to a 4-down defensive lineman set, and I didn't see the head bob. The hard count should be enough for the first down on the offside.
Yeah, and just that, we see it. It's a first down for the Lakers, and that is a disheartening penalty. If you're Coach Howard with the Rolla Bulldogs, you force Camdenton into a 3rd and 4, and then you don't even make them earn the first down. So first down and 10 from the 37-yard line. Back in the backfield, Keegan Ray and Carter Williams leading the way for Josh Martin. He's going to get the carry. Nice block by Ray, and Martin's upended right there by Ikwinobe, and that's going to be good for about a 5-yard gain. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, nothing fancy here for the Lakers. They're lining up double tight end, triple I formation, and they're just going to keep pounding it at Rolla, maybe try to use that superior depth and wear them down as this game goes along.
So Martin gets the carry on 2nd down. It looks like we may have a fumble. We're going to wait for the official ruling. Of course, the Rolla sideline thinks it was on the ground.
They're wanting the clock, but there is a player shaken up.
On 3rd and 4, it's Carter Williams, the ball carrier for Camdenton, and he's got first down yardage, Mike.
And they're going to stay with the same game plan, same formation. They're just going to keep pounding away with a different running back here now.
So nonetheless, Carter Williams in the ball game. Here's the play action. Here's Knight now. He's going to tuck it and run. He's across the 20 before putting his head down and being pushed out of bounds inside the 20-yard line. Carter Williams on the carry. He has good yardage. We're going to give him 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 3.
Yeah, the quarterback, great communication. Somehow, I don't know how you do that with your receivers. No one was open on the passing play at all. So somehow the receivers knew to turn and go up and block, and just a great job by Knight to get 7 there.
Just good awareness from the receivers, as you said. Nice job right there, and nice job by Knight to tuck and run. So 2nd and 3 now. 3 wide receivers, 2 split bottom of your screen. Here's the inside give to Williams. He lowers his head, and on second effort, he has about 2 yards. That'll bring up 3rd down and 1.
And I guess the consensus is on the coaching for the coaches on the sideline is, well, we don't have our main running back. Let's show some different looks now.
3rd and short. Here's Knight. The give to Williams, and he's got first down yardage across the 15 down to the 14. And that's good for a Camdenton first down, so they keep it on the ground, Mike, and get a fresh set of downs.
You know, really, Rolla's done a pretty good job defensively. Yeah, they're getting pushed off the line of scrimmage a little bit, but their defense in depth, the linebackers and safeties have been able to really keep Camdenton from breaking off that long touchdown run.
Yeah, and by the way it looks on the sideline, it looks like it will be that ankle of Martin that was caused him to be shaken up earlier this year. He was only about 80% in that Glendale game, which he broke the record. And I think we've got offsides again. Mike, what'd you see?
Well, the defensive end on the near side was seeing something that wasn't there. He jumped into the neutral zone, and that's just an unforced error on Rolla, and that's the 3rd one of those here in the first quarter.
Yeah, that's crazy. 3 offsides in the first quarter. But I stressed it. I mean, this Camdenton quarterback duo of Jordan Knight and Ty McDuffie, they're excellent at drawing guys off sides. If you watch a lot of Camdenton Laker football this season, you've really become accustomed to seeing that by the opposing defenses. So first down and 5 now, Mike. We've got about 1:25 left in this first quarter. From the 9. McDuffie gives it to Williams. Carter puts his head down. He's met there and then wrestled down at about the 3-yard line. That's good for about 6 yards and a Laker first down. They'll have it 1st and goal from there.
Yeah, nothing fancy there with his running style. He was actually seeking out someone to hit once he cleared the line of scrimmage. That was a nice run there by Williams.
Save-A-Lot Grocery Store in Camdenton, Missouri is the grocery store of choice for consumers who really want to save a lot. Jordan Knight now on 1st and goal from the 3. It's Williams. He's inside. He's got a push, and he's into the end zone for the Lakers' first score of the night. This one from 3 yards out, and they're an extra point away from tying the ball game.
Just keeping it simple there, William, no doubt about it. They just went right up the middle, just good wedge blocking from the center and the 2 guards, and a chance now here to tie.
Paschal will attempt the extra point, and that's what you're touching on. Speaking of 5, number 5, Paschal, the extra point attempt. It's up, it's through, and it's good. So the Lakers tied the ball game at 7 with 1:25 left in the first quarter of play. You're watching Camdenton Laker football on Lake TV.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from October 2014, a first-round playoff game between Camdenton and Rolla. Now let's get back to the action.
So back here on Jeff Shore Stadium, set to kick now are the Lakers. And a little bit of technical difficulties, but set back to receive. Of course, it's Satula, and you think they'll probably try to keep away from him, Mike.
I think it's a good way to go, and they'll try that and do it again.
And fielding it there, number 23 for Rolla. That's Pierce, and he's got good yardage up across the 30 before being taken down there by 86. And number 2 for the Lakers, Trevor Cassidy and Alec Burris in on the tackle. So that's going to bring up first down and 10 from the 30 for Rolla. We'll see what they can do here.
Got a little momentum going here. It's really important, William, to get a good stop defensively and try to reassert yourself here in this ball game.
No doubt. We'll see what Camdenton can't do here defensively. You're going to see a lot of that shotgun set, it appears. They love to run that with both quarterbacks.
And they go trips left on this formation.
And he's looking just that way. He's got his man across the 35 up to the 40. That's number 15, Blaine Rovat, the wide receiver for the Bulldogs, and he's got 9 yards on what is his first catch of the night.
And Rolla so far 4 of 5 passing, and the one play was there. It was just a great play by the safety to separate the ball.
So second and short. And once again, that's Rovat, and he's got a first down. That's a nice play right there. Quarterback Kyle Morris finds Rovat, and that's good for a Rolla first down up to the 49.
The receivers are just coming off the line of scrimmage, getting a little bit of a push and then just setting down, and the ball is delivered on time, and it's been a pretty easy pitch and catch so far for the Rolla quarterbacks.
7-7 with 15 seconds to go here in the first quarter. That's Satula. McDuffie comes in and makes the stop, and actually that's not Satula. Once again, that's Corey Pearson with the carry, and he's got good yardage, Mike.
You know, we have to wonder here, is Satula shaken up as well? Because we don't see him on the field right now.
Yeah, that's just my job or my fault for assuming. I've just gotten so used to seeing him carry watching their game film. But that's going to conclude our first quarter of play. Your score, Rolla 7, Camdenton 7. You're watching Laker football on Lake TV. We're back here on Lake TV, and it's Camdenton and Rolla in a district semifinal matchup from Bob Shore Stadium, and we're deadlocked at 7 here early. Mike, what do you see?
Well, I mean, both teams have moved the ball successfully, but right now what you really have to be concerned about more than anything else is the health of the 2-star running backs here tonight.
Yeah, you see right there Martin being assisted on the sideline, and as you touched on Rolla's last possession, we don't see Satula on the field, so second down. Morris now on the little pump fake and go, and he's got his man, and that's hauled in at about the 15-yard line. That's a nice play right there. I don't know who he's got. Looks like his number 9
is Christo, and he picks up 30 yards on that. And you really kind of had to see that coming. They've done all those little short dig routes, then all of a sudden a little out and up and perfectly delivered ball.
Yeah, and Crisco, he's the recipient of that touchdown pass earlier from 9 yards, so that's his second catch, and that, like you said, goes for 30, Mike. First and 10, ball at the 15-yard line of Camdenton. Morris out of the shotgun, 3 wide receivers to the left side. Single to your right, he's going to give it into Pearson, and he's got just one right there before being taken down, maybe even a loss.
Well, that shut down in a hurry. It looked like he had running room initially, and then he was hit in the hole by Parker Stidham. And what a nice tackle there. No gain.
So that'll bring up second down here, and we'll see if Camdenton can't find a way to at least hold Rolla to a field goal attempt on this possession. Morris out of the shotgun. Satula back in there. No, that's 24, and he's going to be wrapped up and taken down at about the 15.
Clancy getting the carry there, and that's his first carry of the night. And boy, both of these offensive having to change their looks because the star running backs both out at this point in the game.
Well, Mike, we spent all that time in the pregame talking about Satula, talking about Martin, and as you just touched on, we're without both those guys right now, so it's time to flip script and see what they can come up with.
Yeah, we talk about Bumgarner during the World Series. Those two running backs here.
Oh, and that one's just out of the reach of Crisco, and he really made a nice attempt and unable to haul it in, and that's going to be 4th and 9 from about the 14-yard line where I'd assume Rolla will try to kick a field goal.
He was open, and the pass was there. I think the mistake he made there, William, left his feet and tried to dive for the ball, run through it if you can. If the ball would have had a little bit of arc on it, that's probably a touchdown.
Nonetheless, it'll be a 31-yard, 32-yard field goal attempt, and that's Landon Maynard, and that's good. So Landon Maynard gets it to go through. That's good for the field goal, and Rolla now leads by a score of 10-3. So impressive boot right there, Mike. Set to kick now. That's Maynard again for Rolla, and it's 10-7. So Rolla able to regain the lead. Of course, only 3-point lead right now. Camdenton probably going to be without Martin here for a little bit, but we'll keep you updated.
He's up off the bench here, William.
Trying to spot him inside the 10. That's Aspen Hill across the 20. Now the 30, he's got some room. Cuts inside across midfield and all the way down to the 45-yard line before being taken down by the kicker. And that's an excellent return by Aspen Hill.
Pardon me, William. Number 31, Jacob Hilton, and number 42, Zach Ansley. Great blocks. They were able to double team the corner force there, the outside containment, and nice run and great field position for the Lakers.
Yeah, they're going to start inside Bulldog territory. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 45. And McDuffie out there at quarterback, and still no Martin. That's Carter Williams lining up at tailback. So 1st and 10 nonetheless.
Power I formation this time.
It's play action.
Wide open.
And he's got his guy looking for him. That's 88 across the 30, and he's down inside the 20 to the 15, all the way down to the 12, and that's Ginnings, I believe. Joey Ginnings, tight end. He had a touchdown in that game at Glendale, and that was a great design play right there.
Well, they sold out. That is Rolla on the run and play fake to the right side. And Ginnings was just took his time, released off the line of scrimmage, and waited, and had to wait for the ball a little bit, William, or that's a touchdown.
Yeah, that ball just hung up there way too long off the arm of quarterback Ty McDuffie. Like you said, if he leads him a little bit there on a dime, that's probably a touchdown. But Camdenton is on the verge of scoring. They've got it 1st and 10 from the Rolla 13. Here's the give. Williams, he cuts back. He leapfrogs his way over the pile, and he's going to be taken down there inside the 10-yard line.
One thing that really stands out to me watching the running backs for the Camdenton Lakers is how often they leave their feet. That's something I would think you'd get broken out of quite quickly. Now we look at Martin down on the sideline here, William, and he's trying to get it back together to get back in the game.
Yeah, he's a tough cookie, and he's going to try to get back in this ball game by all means necessary. On 2nd down, it's Williams again. He hops back inside, and he'll be taken down there as forward progress will have him stopped just at about the 6, maybe the 7-yard line. It'll bring up a 3rd down.
Yeah, the forward progress was up further. You had the call initially at the 6-yard line. Be 3rd and short here, and undoubtedly, I don't know this for sure, but I would think this would be 4-down territory.
The Lakers do have Nate Paschal, and he hit Mike earlier this year against Waynesville here in the Lakers homecoming. He hit a 34-yarder with only 15 seconds left, so no telling it could be, but I'd like to think they might give him an opportunity. 3rd and short here.
Score here, and it doesn't matter.
No doubt Williams has it. He's inside the 5. He'll be taken down maybe right at the 5. I think the near side official has him at the 4, far side closer to the 5-yard line. So
they're going to have to measure this one, I'm pretty sure. Wow, they did not get a very good spot there, William. It's going to be 4th and short, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, you see the near side official. He looks like he's placed inside the 4, but 4th and short. McDuffie under center. He's going to keep it. He's got the 1st down and maybe more. He's inside the 1, and it's going to be first and goal for the Lakers. Quick snap and nice call by Coach Shore.
Yeah, I just had a feeling they'd go for it on 4th down if they had the chance. You want to try to reassert yourself here some way. You had the big pass play to set you up. You don't want to end a drive like that with a field goal just for the tie. You want to get that first lead.
Yeah, knowing Coach Shore, he's a gambler. Believe it or not, I know you saw him play a lot, but as a coach, he takes some chances deep in his own end and on 4th down. So good call, Mike. It's going to be first and goal for the Lakers. McDuffie under center. He'll keep it for the 2nd consecutive play. And he's going to be spotted short, it looks like. They're going to spot him inside the 1. And that'll bring up 2nd down for Camdenton.
Well, what a tackle by Brandon Sparks. And the quarterback there, McDuffie, got stood up and driven sideways. I thought he still had a chance on a lean to get in, but he is just shy of the goal line.
And look at that, Mike. On this 2nd down and goal, Josh Martin makes his way back onto the field. So he'll line up at tailback behind Keegan Ray and Michael Smythe. McDuffie, the give goes to Martin, and he plunges his way into the end zone for a Laker touchdown. Ruling on the field is it's a touchdown. The ball squirts free. Doesn't matter. The Lakers on the legs of Josh Martin are going to regain their first lead of the ball game.
Yeah, the near side linesman had the call immediately as soon as the ball breaks the plane. Then after that point and the touchdown has been signaled, then the fumble is irrelevant. It's already a touchdown and play over.
Yeah, no replay at this level. Not yet, anyway.
I hope not.
So the extra point will be attempted by Nate Paschal. Aspen Hill will do the holding. And that's a bad snap. Aspen Hill has to pick it up. He's going to try to get outside, and he won't. Nice job by Billy Brookshire coming in and blowing that one dead, allowing Aspen Hill to go nowhere on the bad snap. So Camdenton leads by a score of 13-10. You're watching exclusive coverage of Camdenton Laker football on Lake TV.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week, a 2014 first-round playoff battle between Camdenton and Rolla. Enjoy the action here on Lake TV.
Back here on Lake TV, William Holtz joined by Hall of Fame broadcaster Mike Bissell. It's a pleasure to be here. Mike, I'm glad you're joining us, buddy.
Yeah, it's fun to be here. Again, it's been so long since I've had an opportunity to watch Camdenton play, much less broadcast one of their games. But once again, looking on the sideline, Andy Satula, I don't see him, unless he's got a warm-up wrapped around him and covering up his number, I don't see him on the sideline for Rolla.
You do see someone down there with some crutches and a jacket on. I can't speculate that's him. But, yeah, I don't see him either, Mike. Kickoff inside the 10, fielded there. Taken across the 20 and up into there. Nice tackle. Aspen Hill in on the play. That's going to be Rolla's ball, 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
William, I'm trying to spot the young man you pointed out with the crutches, and I just don't know his face well enough to tell if that's him or not. But a lot of the players are kind of walking by and kind of tapping him on the shoulder there as well.
So I guess we could speculate that could be Andy Satola.
No. He's got jeans and he's not dressed out.
Okay, good call. Very good eyes, Mike Bissell. So that's going to be 1st and 10. Back in there, quarterback is Brown. He throws over, and that's intercepted by the Lakers at the 20 now. Shakes off a tackle and a huge hit, and that ball squirts free. In on the interception is Derek Beck.
Yeah, that's a great read on Beck, who played the receiver but also kept an eye on the quarterback. And the receiver and the cornerback there, Beck, got tangled up a little bit. That could have drawn a flag. It didn't. They played off cleanly, and an easy pick for Beck.
Yeah, fell right into his hands, a decent return, and the ball was actually jarred free on the ensuing tackle, but luckily for the Lakers, that's Beck who falls on it, and they're going to take over 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line of Rolla. So we've seen both teams turn it over. We'll see if Camdenton can't capitalize.
Yeah, this is a chance to really establish yourself here when you get a break there.
Keegan Ray lined up at tailback. Jordan Knight at quarterback. The give is to Ray. He runs into a pile before being swung to the turf. Good tackle right there by number 33, Gage Maxwell. We called his name a couple of times already tonight.
Parker Pitts was polling there and got to the spot just a split second late. And that's what happens when you have a different running back in. That timing is so critical with the polling lineman and getting to the hole at the right time. Just a split second off, and it blew the play up.
So a short gain of 2. Rolla contains the ball carrier, Ray, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 8. Carter Williams now checks in. He's going to get the call inside the 15, down to about the 14. And once again, Maxwell gets the stop, but not before Carter Williams has good yardage down to the 9. And that'll bring up about 3rd and 3. Mike?
There's just nothing subtle whatsoever about his running style. He simply seeks out somebody to hit, gets the pad low, makes contact, and tries to drive the defender backward.
So we're at the 6-minute mark of this first half of play. Lakers lead 13-10. They're faced with a 3rd and 3 from the 8. Jordan Knight with the snap. He gives it off to Williams. He cuts inside, and he runs into a tackler, but he's down to the 4-yard line, and that's good for a Laker first down.
And it will be 1st and goal there now.
So it's Knight to give to Carter Williams into the end zone, and that's Camdenton's 2nd touchdown of the night.
Yeah, and good patience by Carter Williams as well. He waited for Stidham to get the block, saw it develop, pushed his man outside, and that's the point you have to really take into consideration there as well too. You don't have to pancake the guy, just to make the defender take a side. Good read there by Williams. He cut it back, hopped over the defender, took it into the end zone.
Yeah, I've been impressed what I've seen with this defensive point of attack for Camdenton on the offensive line. They've just pushed the pile and allowed these Lakers runners to just run at will against Rolla, and they now lead by a score of 19-10.
A little surprised they're going for 2 here, William. I think putting the point on the board to get it back to 10, but going for 2.
And they get him to jump, and I've seen this happen a handful of times. I don't want to cut you off, but Coach Short does that. He brings it out. If they jump off sides, they get to try it a little closer. If not, he may send them back out. You never know, but that's the 4th time we've seen them jump off sides tonight. We'll try the 2-point conversion here. Knight, he's got in the backfield with him. Keegan Ray and Michael Smythe leading the way for Carter Williams. Here's the give to Williams, and he finds himself in the end zone, and Camdenton leads by a score of 21-10, and we're going to stay right here. That was a nice drive by Camdenton. They march down the field after getting the takeaway. I guess not all the way down the field. They take over the 16 and capitalize on the turnover, and they lead by a score of 21-10. Still no Satula, huh?
No, I'll take a look for him again here in a second, the next dead ball we have.
End over end kick by Paschal, fielded by number 20. That's Lohr. He's across the 20, now tries to go back outside, and good tackle right there by Laker. That's number 80, Michael Hake, and that was an excellent sound tackle. Lowers his shoulder pads and puts it right in the midsection. Yeah,
he really maintained his technique very well there. I mean, you want to come up and make a big hit, but you also have to maintain your lane integrity, not let the guy get outside of you. Don't let somebody influence you on a block. That was just well executed.
Indeed, my friend. So now Kyle Morris makes his way back into the game for Rolla, and he starts at quarterback on this possession. That will kick off at the Laker 23.
Nothing.
Yeah, that's going to be number 91. We've talked about him all night already. Josh Keys in on the stop. And he's met at the original line of scrimmage, is the ball carrier, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
And running the ball there for Rolla was number 12, and that was Kinder, and that's his first carry of the night.
So now we've seen a plethora of Rolla Bulldogs get the ball out of the backfield, and we'll have to keep an eye on that. The give to Kinder once again. He takes the handoff, and he'll be tripped up right around the 25-yard line after a very modest gain on 2nd down.
Stidham, I've called his name a lot. He was able to slide down from the defensive end, hold it to about a 2-yard gain.
We do have a Bulldog shaken up, so it's an official timeout. At quarterback, you've got Morris. He takes the snap, now steps up. He's looking deep. He's looking for his man, and that's same target we've seen all night so far through the air, Mike. That's number 9, Crisco.
Yeah, that's just a beautifully thrown ball. And they actually had a wide receiver running wide open on the near slot, but just a beautifully thrown ball and a big pickup and a big play for Rolla.
All the way down to the 36-yard line, and that's a fresh set of downs. And like you touched on, nice throw right there by quarterback Kyle Morris. The junior stands at 6'1", and he stepped up in the pocket and delivered a strike.
42 yards and a first down, obviously.
So low snap, it's handled there. And that's number 12 once again, a nice tackle in on the play by number 50 of the Lakers, C.J. Santon. And that's a really nice tackle on the ball carrier.
Yeah, Kinder had a good cutback lane there, but it was such a sharp angle, and Kinder was able to get down there and make the tackle emphatically.
So 2nd and 8 now. Kinder remains in the backfield. And we have a whistle.
Yeah, I know what happened. We had a timeout by Camdenton. That's the formation they used, William, the last time to throw that long pass play where they had the stack receivers, and Camdenton had a little trouble sorting that out. They didn't want to see that again. They burned the timeout here.
So not a bad job by Coach Shore to burn his first timeout of the half. He's got 2 left now. So back comes the Rolla offense. Yeah, Mike, that's good eyes right there. Same formation. They saw that long pass play, and they were not about to fall for that twice.
Yeah, because they not only had the receiver open who caught the ball, there was another guy even more wide open.
Back in the backfield, and once again, that's our guy coming up with a nice tackle right there. Kinder, the ball carrier, but for the Lakers, that's Stidham again. You've talked about him. What a tackle. He throws him to the ground, and that's going to be 2nd down on that play, and that'll bring up 3rd and about 8.
Yeah, a lot of people think, you're playing, especially on the defensive side of the ball, you can just run around wherever you want to. You have gap responsibility, and he is really taking care of that tonight.
So 3rd down now. Morris, flush from the pocket. He steps up, now throws, looking for his target, and they're going to call it incomplete. They hit the turf. Nice effort across the far sideline there for Rolla.
Rovad, I believe, with the catch there, but he caught it out of bounds. That was a great catch. The Lakers initially had good pressure on the quarterback, but he was able to roll out and make that pass just out of bounds. It's 4th and long.
Looked like the far side official ruled it hit the ground, but too far for us to see, and that's going to bring up 4th down and 8. That looked like an offsides. You're not allowed to reset, but that one just missed by the officials.
Yeah, they say he didn't crack the neutral zone there. And again, you're right. If you go in the neutral zone in high school ball, it's automatic.
So Morris now just throws it up, looking for Crisco. He comes down, he's interfered with, and that's going to be a spot foul, I believe. Mike, how does it work at the high school level?
High school level is going to be a 15-yard penalty, but it will be an automatic first down. Camdenton gambled there, William. They blitzed and had one-on-one coverage on the outside, and the defender got turned around. Probably not a bad flag to take once you're beaten like that. It's going to be interference in a 15-yard penalty. He doesn't grab there. That's probably a touchdown.
Yeah, nice job by Morris. Like you said, Camdenton brought the blitz. Morris very alertly just puts it up, give his receiver a chance to play, and good things follow because of that heads-up play by Morris.
They'll mark off the 15 here, which should take it down to about the 19 of Camdenton. Actually, they make the penalty a little bit longer than that. It goes down to inside the 17, but it's a first down either way for Rolla.
Yeah, interesting spot, 19 yards. And like you said, it's 15 yards at the high school level. They're going to move it down to about the 16 or 17. And Rolla, more importantly, has a fresh set of downs. So Morris in there at the quarterback position. Lined up at running back is Pearson.
That's an illegal formation. I can't believe that didn't draw a flag.
And it's Pearson. He takes it down to about the 15-yard line. And tell us about that, Mike, for those viewers that don't understand. Why was that an illegal formation?
They had trips to the side, and the kid in the slot who was supposed to be up on the line of scrimmage covering the tackle, he saw late that he was not covering the tackle, so you had 3 guys off the line of scrimmage on the near side. That should have drawn a flag.
That's what years of experience will do for you, because I did not see that prior to play. Good eyes, and either did the officials. Mike Bissell always one step ahead of everybody. 2nd down and 8.
The official's a lot closer than I was, too.
There's a ball. He's got his man. That's Pearson.
What a catch.
Pull it in.
What a
Number
catch.
34, actually Josh Leon, and what a grab. You called it, Mike.
Oh, and the quarterback was leveled as he released the ball. I didn't think Leon was going to close on it quick enough, but those last 2 or 3 steps, he really put on a burst, was able to gather it in with one hand, and now you would have to assume they'll just put the 1 point up on the board here, I guess.
Yeah, maybe you're thinking the 2-point conversion cut it to a 3-point score, but Coach Howard going to settle for the extra point. And Maynard in to attempt it. The hold, the kick is up. And it's good, so the 15-yard touchdown pass to Leon has Rolla right back in this one. They trail Camdenton by a score of 21-17 with 2:24 left in the first half. Camdenton does lead, but only by 4. Maynard the kick, it's a line drive boot. Bounces there. Aspen Hill at about the 15. Cuts back inside. He's got good yardage across the 30 before being wrestled down at about the 37-yard line. That's Rovat in on the stop. A nice return by Aspen Hill, his second of the game.
Yeah, that's the same exact formation that they ran in the blocking pattern to run that kickoff back, and he's just a step away from taking that all the way.
With over 30 years of experience, American Heating and Cooling is an authorized trained Comfort League dealer. They provide top-of-the-line heating and cooling services to Camden, Morgan, and Miller counties, and they serve residential, commercial, and institutional customers, and they're even available to install heating and cooling systems for you today. Fake one way, then they're going to go back that way with Wise. He cuts inside, nice lead block, and he'll be taken down inside or up to the 46-yard line, maybe the 45, and nice design on that play, Mike.
Yeah, I was almost looking for a play action there. They went with the double tight and the triple I formation once again, which is a classic running formation. But the running back Wise took a step to the right, come back on a counter, and picked up 9 or 8 on first down.
So after the 8-yard gain, Camdenton's going to have it 2nd down and 2 from the 45-yard line. We've got about 1:43 left in this first half. Camden hoping to add some more points and extend this lead.
You need to pick up the pace here.
Yeah, McDuffie the give, and that's Williams. He's across midfield, and they'll be pushed down at about the 48-yard line. And on the stop for Rolla, that's Brandon Sparks, the senior linebacker, coming in and taking Williams down, but not before he has the Laker first down up to the 48-yard line of Rolla. And McDuffie will remain in at quarterback, and now Wise checks in for the Lakers. So 1st down and 10 from the 48-yard line. 1:13 left in the first half. And that's the triple fake. They got the play action. Standing in McDuffie, he's now under pressure, and that's the one thing you couldn't do, take a sack. And in there is Billy Brookshire with a couple of other Bulldogs, and that's a big loss all the way back to the 47-yard line, so we're going to get about a 5-yard loss on the play. So 2nd down and 16 now from the 47. McDuffie fakes the quick pass, and that's Martin now, and he's pushed back.
Didn't look good. That
did not look good. That's that ankle we'll keep an eye on, and he's going to be taken down at about midfield, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 13. Clock continues to wind, 45 seconds left, and now we're going to burn a timeout. No, there's not. The clock will continue to run, so Camdenton in no hurry here.
Yeah, you've only got one timeout, and if you're running that play on 2nd long, you're probably just going to run it here again.
Surprised you don't try to get into field goal range, but feel good going into half with the lead.
Well, this is a throwing formation. They go trips left.
McDuffie now throws to Martin, cuts inside, and that one's just a little low, and he's unable to haul that in, so that'll bring up 4th down and 12. Clock does stop, but only 15 seconds left.
Michael Terry to punt it here for the Lakers.
He boots it, no one back for Rolla, and that one's going to take a Laker bounce, and very nice punt all the way down to about the 4-yard line, and that's what it will be down with no time left, so that's going to conclude our first half. We'll be back after this on Lake TV.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from October 2014, a first-round playoff game between Camdenton and Rolla. Now let's get back to the action.
Here on Lake TV, we're about to get the second half underway. Maynard set to kick and back to receive for the Lakers, Aspen Hill and Jacob Wise. And Maynard gets his boot into it. That's a shallow one fielded there, and very wisely does Jacob Hilton fields that and then falls. So Camdenton gets decent field position, 1st and 10 from their own 34.
And you see him as he walks over to the sideline. Hilton, the coaches apparently have told the up men, catch it, secure the ball, get on the ground, we'll take it where it's at, because everybody's coming up and patting him on the helmet. He could have probably advanced that a little bit.
My initial thought, Mike, when I saw him, I said, why would you hit the ground? You had 8 yards of daylight, could have made a man miss, possibly get to the midfield area. But like you said, the coaches apparently instructed him to do so, and that's a very happy coaching staff.
Martin, with about 2 pounds of tape on his left ankle, gets the first carry.
And he rumbles his way across the 40. That's a good first carry for Martin. And as you touched on, Mike, there's a lot of tape on that ankle.
And he does get 7 out of that, and he was running a little gingerly there. He wasn't really planting that foot and digging. I don't think with that left ankle tape that they're going to run him left. If they run him, they'll run him right because his plant foot would be his right foot.
Nice job, nice insight by Mike Bissell, and you don't think about things like that, but no doubt if he has to plant on that left foot, that'd be tough cutting him that way. 2nd down and 3, they run to the right side again, and Martin is taken down across the 45 up to the 46, and that's good for a Laker 1st down.
And I'm keying him. If I'm seeing the handoff going to the 3rd back, I'm sliding to the left side of the lineman in front of me to try to cut that off. I dare him to run to the left side, which is the wide side of the field.
Well, you know, like you said, he's not going to be able to plant and get a burst of speed outside, so why not just dare him to go out there?
And they replace him with Williams now after those first 2 early carries here in the 3rd quarter.
So 1st and 10 from their own 46-yard line. Camdenton's quarterback, Ty McDuffie, under center. The give to Carter Williams. Nice steal block by Keegan Ray, but a nice job by Rolla to come in and hold that to a short gain. That's good for 1, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 9.
Evan Voigt got there, went around behind the lineman. I'm sorry I didn't catch his numbers. He pulled out there, although I believe that it was Santon getting out there, but he was able to come around and make that tackle, and that was a good play. Martin back in.
2nd down and 9. That's a play action. McDuffie, a design keeper. It looks like he tries to get outside, and what a tackle by Billy Brookshire, stopping him for a loss in the backfield. That goes for a 4-yard loss, and what a tackle.
Yeah, that's a saving tackle there. The blocking had developed upfield. They had really set the edge and set the defense inside. McDuffie gets outside. He picks up significant yardage there.
So that'll bring up 3rd down and 10 now. 9:45 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Camdenton holds a 21-17 lead, and it's 3rd and 12 from their own 44. Martin remains the tailback. Fake the inside give. Now it's quarterback option. Pitch out to Martin. He makes the first guy miss. Cuts back inside across midfield before being pushed down there at about the 48-yard line. Definitely shy of 1st down yardage, but a very good play on 3rd down. And that'll bring up a 4th down and 4.
They're not going for it here, are they? There's no way that they would go for it here.
There's a flag.
Well, now, it was apparently called. Well, I can't see how they allowed that play to go on, but we'll wait and see here. It's a legal motion, but they should have blown the play dead instead of allowing it to continue out like that. No, but the players, if you don't hear a whistle, go.
In on the reception, Parker Stidham, he's the recipient of a nice play. He comes back and really makes a nice catch. Of course, it will be negated on the illegal shift, and not sure why they would let that one continue, Mike.
Well, and the odd thing about it is, I mean, there was no way that Camdenton was going to run a play there on 4th and 4 at midfield, leading by 4. They were trying to do something to draw the defense off, get a free 1st down, and go from there. But there's no way you don't punt the ball here.
So after the penalty, it's 4th and 9 back at the 47-yard line. Michael Terry into punt for the Lakers. Odd formation here. Look for a fake possibly.
Yeah, they've got an overload to left, and it is.
Option out here. Quarterback McDuffie keeps it across the 45, and he's got 1st down yardage down to the 43-yard line. And the near side official actually has him all the way down to the 41-yard line. So that's a big pickup right there, and that's good for 12 yards and a Laker 1st down.
Gutsy call, Coach Shore. I mean, that's, you're up by 4, you're at home. If you don't make it there, you're giving Rolla a short field. Hey, you make it, it looks good.
Mike, yeah, we talk about Coach Shore being a bit of a gambler, and that comes to fruition right there, as that is a sneaky play and very, very risky. Martin now on the carry, wrapped up around the ankles by number 1. That's Caleb Copeland, the senior defensive back, coming up, making the stop, or was that
Brookshire, I believe. Brookshire. He came up and helped out as well on the tackle. And again, very patient running here by the running back, Josh Martin, just taking his time and looking for that angle to cut it upfield. Just never really developed there.
Camdenton faced with a 2nd down and 6 from the 36-yard line. Here's the give to Martin. He's got good yardage, and actually it's blown dead.
The linebacker, the middle linebacker for Rolla, ran at the line of scrimmage, and he had timed that very well. And I think he got someone in the interior of the Camdenton offensive line to jump. That's the call to be 2nd and 11. And that was Sparks, who was running at the line of scrimmage, and here's a bit of a spread for the Lakers.
McDuffie under center, Martin in the backfield with him. Fake handoff, it's a play action. McDuffie now steps up, rolls back, he's in trouble. He now throws it out of bounds, and that should be intentional grounding.
Yeah, in the college and pro level, if you're outside the pocket and you get it at least to the line of scrimmage, you can throw it away like that. Not in high school. That's grounding. That's going to be down and distance all the way.
With the grounding, brings up 3rd and 15, 7:13 left in the third quarter. Camdenton out of the shotgun.
Rolla very loose on defense.
McDuffie, plenty of time. He now lets it fly, coming back to the ball, and that one is very short, trying to find his man. That's Michael Terry, the receiver, and that falls incomplete and will bring up 4th and 16. That's good coverage on the play, Mike.
Yeah, all the way. Blaine and Rovat was there with it. Turn, ran with the receiver. It was kind of a rolling route. There wasn't a real sharp cut involved there, and he was able to stay to the inside, and the pass just a little bit underthrown.
This time I assume Coach Shore will choose to punt the ball. 4th and long from the 45-yard line. No one back to return the punt for Rolla. I'm shocked they don't have someone back there. Terry gets his boot into it. That's going to bounce at about the 8 and take a Rolla bounce right there. A nice job on the cover by Keegan Ray, and great punt by Terry.
Yeah, a little sand wedge there. Somehow he got that ball to check up on this artificial surface. I think that's a little harder to do. That ball had some backspin on it. Just hung right there, and good coverage by the Lakers.
So great punt. That's down to the 8-yard line. That's where Rolla will take over deep in their own end. 1st and 10. Brown out of the shotgun. It's going to be a design quarterback keeper. He keeps it, but right there on the play is Keys. We call his name again. Of course, Brown is able to gain about 5 yards, but Keys comes up from the DN position and makes a nice tackle.
That's a pretty good run, though. Just don't want those defensive linemen to think, okay, you can just tee off on every run here or every formation and play. That holds them honestly, but that's a pretty good call on 1st down.
So 2nd down and 5, exact same play they just did. Brown trying to get something going once again in on the tackle.
And he has the 1st down, I believe, there on the carry, about a 6-yard carry it looks like, and he gets it out just shy of the 20, and that should be good for a 1st down.
Yeah, Mike, you called it. That's 6 yards and a Rolla 1st down, so nice job to keep it on the ground with quarterback Zach Brown, and they've got a fresh set of downs due the Bulldogs.
Lakers safeties playing it pretty loose here. They're about 10, 12 yards off the line of scrimmage, especially with this spread. Maybe they're trying to draw them up a little bit, but I think with the lead as this game goes along, you'll see them keeping that cushion.
5 wide receiver, 2 to the left, trips to the right. Quick pass, it's a wide receiver screen. He's got his guy, that's 9 once again. That's your guy, Crisco, on the reception, and he's got good yardage on 1st down.
Just a little bubble screen out there, and that's one thing about high school ball. If you throw to a receiver who is behind the line of scrimmage, then his teammates can go ahead upfield and block while the ball's in the air, and they took advantage of it there.
Yeah, in the NFL, that's illegal contact or pass interference in the offense, correct?
And some people call it the Denver Broncos offense, but yeah, it's illegal in the NFL.
But like you said, Coach Howard's team, they know the high school rules. They take advantage of that, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 1. Brown now, quick pass. He has his man. That's wide open, number 15, across the 35 up to the 39 with the reception.
That's Rovat again, and again, just setting down in that seam. They've been great with that all night and made it work once again.
1st down now, Brown with the design keeper. Takes it up the middle, but Johnny on the spot is Joey Ginnings, throwing him down at about the original line of scrimmage. They're going to give him about a yard on the play. Nice job by Ginnings.
Yeah, very good play. Parker Pitts helping out as well. He got turned around a little bit, but he felt the pressure and was just able to, even with his back to the play, to keep digging in there.
So ball placed at their own 40-yard line, 2nd down and 9 now for Rolla. Brown out of the shotgun. We see that 5 wide receiver set again. Trips to your left, 2 to your right.
Watch a crossing pattern and out on this side. Yeah, they had it covered perfectly, but Brown breaks it up with the run.
And he's got good yardage. Sneaks his way up to about the 40-yard line of Camdenton. That's a big gain. That's very near 20. That's good for about 21 yards on the carry.
Yeah, that when you've got the field spread like that defensively, that's almost impossible to cover. But they saw the cross and the out coming up. but he saw it wasn't there. Good job by Brown to pull it down and run, and they're moving.
Yeah, good coverage by the Lakers, but makes you susceptible to the quarterback run, and Brown takes full advantage and has Rolla moving up to the Camdenton 40.
Let's see if Murdoch can get a little pressure up the middle this time for the Lakers from his nose guard spot. He does.
Brown flushed out of the pocket. He rolls. The ball's on the turf. That's a fumble and right into the arms of Crisco. I'll tell you what, that ball was kicked. Very fortunate. I think the ball is not allowed to be advanced on a fumble, but it was loose up there around the 30 and falls right into the arms of Crisco. Very, very fortunate are the Bulldogs of Rolla.
Yeah, and not only fortunate to still have the ball, but to pick up a first down on a 10-yard pickup. Cristo actually come out of his pass route very quickly as the Lakers got pressure up the middle, and he was able to cover that ball up, got a good bounce.
Yeah, that's a peculiar play, but it'll result in a Rolla first down, and they now have it at the 27-yard line, maybe the 28 of Camdenton. Brown now looks to his left. He's flushed out of the pocket. He shakes off a would-be tackler for a sack and then falls to the turf. Getting the sack is number 50 for the Lakers. That's C.J. Santon. We called his name earlier. And now he's got a quarterback sack, a loss of about 5.
Yeah, that's the pressure the Lakers really need to put consistently on the quarterback. I thought a little while ago, a couple plays back, that Murdoch was about ready to break loose and get up the middle, and he did. That was on that odd fumble play. But consistent pressure, that'll kill the passing game every time.
So after the 5-yard loss, 2nd and 15 at the 33. Brown now looking for a new play from the sideline. 5 wides. They love this offensive set. Pump fake there, looks to the left over the seam. Got his man, it's in the air and held onto. What a catch by Colin Nash. Tricky play, and he's able to haul it in.
18-yard pickup. What concentration there by Nash. And that is a first down. That would be top 10 on SportsCenter tonight if somebody had a good look at that. That's quite a play there to keep this drive alive.
Well, they'd be wise to use the clip and also the audio clip. Nice catch right there by Nash. It'll bring up first down. The quick receiver screen. The throw is low. It'll fall incomplete and bring up a 2nd down and 10. 2nd down and 10 after the incompletion from the Camdenton 15.
Lakers showing blitz, and now they'll look over to the sideline to see if they want to change the play.
Brown does a nice job of recognizing. Steps up over the middle, and once again he's got his man. That's Nash.
Yeah, it's coming back on a hold. The Lakers blitz was very effective. Offensive tackle was just trying to save his quarterback's life. He goes out and does a little bit of a clothesline there, and as good a play as that was, it's coming back on the hold.
Yeah, all for none as the offensive line held, like you said, to try to negate the blitz, and he did save his quarterback from taking the hit, but it won't count as a positive play, and that'll be pushed back.
Yeah, it's...
So on 2nd and forever, once again, Brown pushed out of the pocket, and that is a quarterback sack back at the 42-yard line.
I don't have the number. I thought I saw 82, but I don't think that's correct. I don't have an 82 on my roster in front of me, William, unless it's out of order here somewhere.
No, that is a quarterback sack. We don't have 82, but that's a big loss, and this is going to bring up a 3rd and 31 all the way back at the 41-yard line, maybe further.
36, actually.
36. With 1:55 left in the 3rd quarter, not many plays in your playbook for this. Brown the quick pass to Nash, in and out of his hands. So nice job by the Lakers defense. They're able to push him back after the penalties and a big sack.
Yeah, 2 big sacks actually in that drive, William, that really slowed things down. And just stop and think back now, how big is that holding penalty? That's huge.
Yeah, they're looking potentially 1st and goal from about the 5, but because of the hold, pushes them back. Then they get a long sack and incompletion, and now it's 4th and 36 from the 41-yard line. Of course, you expect to see a punt here.
Yeah, Nash is back. He had that circus catch a little while ago. And blocked.
That's a great block. Keegan Ray gets the block for the Lakers. Aspen Hill comes up and knocks it out of bounds at about the 48-yard line, and Camdenton will get excellent starting field position after the special teams play.
Yeah, Jordan Knight, and there was a couple of kids there. Did you have a
It looked like Keegan Ray actually got his hand on it to get the block officially. You see him being rewarded on the sideline by Rodney Brownell. What a heads-up play. Just sticks his arm out, gets a piece of it, and that is excellent field position for Camdenton.
And how did this game turn around here? I mean, we were looking a few seconds ago at Rolla having first and goal inside the 5. Now the Lakers have the ball back on their own 48.
And it all starts with that hold call, like you said, Mike. Jordan Knight in at quarterback. The gives to Martin. He cuts inside, pushes the line, and has about 3 yards before being taken to the ground inside of Bulldog territory at about the 49-yard line.
Now, ball security is everything now as we wind down here in the third quarter. The Lakers leading by 4. No score here, scoring, I should say, in this third quarter. The Lakers have to take advantage of this field position.
Yeah, so 2nd down and 7. You hit the nail on the head, Mike. Camdenton would be wise to do something with it here. Of course, always trying, but what field position they start with?
Unbalanced right.
There's Martin. He bounces off a would-be tackler. That ball very nearly squirted free, but a nice job by Martin to secure it before falling to the turf.
He looked like there he wanted to run without actually using his feet and touching the ground. He was just sliding sideways. Picks up 6. It's 3rd and short now.
So 3rd and 1. We're inside a minute to play in the third quarter. Ball placed at the 43 of Rolla.
Getting a 2-possession lead with a team that can throw the ball the way that Rolla can is huge here.
Knight under center. The give is to Martin, trying to get outside. He does. He's got some daylight. Cuts inside and is taken down at about the 35-yard line. In on the tackle is Ida Ikwanobe, but not before Martin's able to gain positive yardage and another Laker first down.
Yeah, Santon, a good job out there. And also helping out with the blocking, Johnny Hollinsworth. Good job by the Laker offensive line.
So a fresh set of downs. They're going to spot it at the 36-yard line of Rolla. Martin remains in there at tailback, and he has been moving very gingerly in this half, Mike, but nice job by him, and that should conclude our third quarter of play as that'll run dead as the play clock and game clock have a 3-second difference. So after 3 quarters of play, Camdenton leads by a score of 21-7. Don't go anywhere. We'll have the fourth quarter right after this.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week, a 2014 first-round playoff battle between Camdenton and Rolla. Enjoy the action here on Lake TV.
So as we start this fourth quarter, Camdenton has it 1st and 10 from the Rolla 36. Under center is Knight. Martin remains a tailback. He gets the carry, cuts inside, makes a couple of guys miss, still on his feet, cuts inside, and he's got first down yardage up to the 23-yard line of Rolla, and that's good for a 12-yard gain, and that's the Josh Martin we're used to seeing.
Yeah, that was pretty. Stop, start, cut back a little bit, 12-yard pickup.
Handoff is to Martin. He cuts inside. He cuts back inside again. And look at the young man go on consecutive carries. Has big yardage inside the 10. That's good for 14 yards and will set up a first down and goal for the Lakers.
That's an impressive run on one leg any way you look at it. You can tell that he just doesn't want to plant on that, 100%, but still making those cuts, kind of those little sidestep hops like that. That's very impressive.
All right, so there's the give to Martin. He cuts inside and taken down there about the 8-yard line after a modest gain. That'll bring up second down. So this is a crucial possession right here. If Rolla can somehow find a way to hold Camdenton to a field goal attempt, that would remain a one-score ball game. Camdenton, of course, has other things in mind. The give to Martin at the 10. We got a flag. Martin shaking off would-be tacklers, rumbles his way down inside the 1, but we've got laundry on the field, Mike.
Yeah, it's going to be a hold on the interior of the offensive line for the Camdenton Lakers. Just got a little grab in there. The good thing about it, if there is such a good thing as a holding call, is at least it wasn't a spot foul way back of the line of scrimmage, 10 plus the spot. It was right at the line of scrimmage, so it'll move it back to about the 19-yard line.
So 2nd and 18, or 2nd and goal from the 18. Knight under center. It's the give to Martin. He cuts inside, got good yardage, and he's going to be across the 15 down to about the 14. So he's got about 4 yards, and that'll bring up 3rd and goal.
Definitely his lean and finish hasn't been as good as he'd like.
So it's Martin on the 3rd down carry. Gets past the first guy, stays on his feet. Some good blocking. I don't have the number, but that was a good push got by number 73 for the Lakers, and that's Parker Pitts. You've called his name a few times. Great lead block right there on 3rd and goal. Yeah, Nate Paschal in to attempt what's going to be a 23-yard field goal. Aspen Hill will do the holding. This is a big one. Here's the snap, the hold by Hill. The kick is up. It's got the leg.
No good.
No good. He missed it wide right. So Rolla's defense does their job holding Camdenton off the board, and they're going to take over at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. 1st and 10, and at quarterback, Kyle Morris. Empty backfield. Takes the snap. It's low. He handles it. The quick pass outside. Looking for his receiver. He's got him, and that's good for about 5 or 6 yards. And that's
Christo out there, I believe.
Looked like Copeland, or was it Christo? That's number 1, Caleb Copeland, for the first time tonight. We call his name. I'm mistaken earlier, a play where Brookshire made a tackle, but that is number 1, Copeland, in there for a 4-yard gain. 2nd down and 6 now. Kyle Morris at the shotgun. Low snap again. Has to get rid of it. It's deflected and falls harmlessly to the turf, but that play had disaster written all over it from the start.
Yeah, the low center snap, the 2nd consecutive one of that type, but falling away off your back foot into the center of the field, that's a bad combination. Rolla fortunate to still have the ball.
And they do 3rd and 6 at the Laker 24, or at their own 24. Another low snap, quick ball, and it's in and out of the hands of an intended receiver. Nice job by quarterback right there, Kyle Morris, recognizing the blitz. He put a good throw on his target, but unable to haul it in is Colin Nash.
Yeah, Nash looked like he was a little bit surprised by the ball when he turned. Maybe he didn't realize, maybe he didn't get the blitz adjustment, then he needed to break off his pattern a little bit quicker because his quarterback didn't have time, but he just didn't pick up the ball, and that was enough for the 1st down.
I'll tell you what, it would have been enough for the 1st down, and we just saw the missed field goal. You think Rolla's going to do something, but now they're faced with a 4th and 6 deep inside their own territory, and now late on the field is Ida Ikwinobe.
He just now got on.
Here's the boot. No one back there for the Lakers. That's a punt off the foot of Nash, and that's going to roll around and take a Laker bounce at about the 45. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
And Camdenton had the block earlier and just felt that maybe Nash couldn't get far enough downfield. They wanted to go ahead and rush the punter, maybe get another block, but that didn't happen. Still great field position. Martin, you had to wonder if he could even go in the 2nd half here. William, 12 carries already.
Yeah, they're definitely keeping him as their workhorse, and he's done a nice job. Here's the 1st down give. That's his 13th carry. Shakes off a few tacklers, and there he goes to the house. Josh Martin from 45 yards out. No flags on the field, and the Lakers take a 27-17 lead with about 8:19 left here in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, you just had a feeling that somewhere along the line they would get the necessary blocks at the 2nd level, and Martin did a lot of that once he cleared the line of scrimmage himself. 55 yards, and that gives you the 2-possession lead.
Yeah, what a run right there. The 55-yard run by Josh Martin made a couple guys miss, and he is an impressive specimen from that running back position. And like we said, Lakers now lead by 10.
Give themselves a chance to play some pass defense coming up here. That one was just up and through to make the lead 11. But William, that's huge to get that score there. Now you can't get burned on that one big fluky play.
Yeah, you know, one big play right here from the Rolla offense is going to put them right back in this ball game. And in the same breath, if Camden can find a way to get their defense to either maybe a takeaway or hold them on downs or get the ball back on a punt, you really got to like the Lakers' chances. But that's hearsay because they've got to make it happen first. Yeah, of course, 2-score lead. 8:20 left. They've got the 28-17 lead, and now set to kick for these Lakers is Nate Paschal. Boy, it'd be interesting to know Andy Petula where he's been. We haven't seen him or called his name.
Yeah, that's a huge loss for them.
So fielded at the 5 by Pierce. Cuts back around, got good yardage across the 25 up to the 30, still on his feet, and he muscles his way to about the 34-yard line, and that's going to give Rolla decent field position after the nice return by Pierce.
Yeah, Corey Jennings on the tackle. Good work there. Got it out much better than what you thought was going to be the case. I've had the impression that Zach Brown, a little bit more mobile, throws the ball well. Let's see what the Lakers can do to work on their pass coverage here. Again, Rolla's had receivers open all night, but when you can get pressure on the quarterback, not necessarily able to deliver the ball.
Yeah, you talked about Brown in there, a little bit better mobile, and with the way they've been bringing the blitz. Meanwhile, nice play by number 48, breaking it up for the Lakers. On that play, Kevin Jones gets his big man out there and knocks that one to the turf.
Yeah, watching the quarterback as he dropped from his linebacker spot, got in the passing lane. Nice play by Jones.
So 2nd down and 10 now, like we talked about. Brown just a little more mobile, and with that being said, Camdenton's bringing the blitz a lot, so nice move by Coach Howard. There it is again, put out there looking for his guy. That's number 1, and what a tackle on the play. I believe that's Aspen Hill with the tackle. Copeland with the reception, and that's just good for a couple yards on 2nd down.
Yeah, and that's a really, really good play by Hill, considering he was getting blocked in the back the entire time there, and he was still able to get off of it and make the tackle.
So bringing up 3rd and 6. That's going to be a quarterback run design. Brown across, good yardage all the way up to midfield, all the way down to the 45 before Wise able to corral him there, but not before an impressive gain all the way down to the 44-yard line of Camdenton.
17-yard pickup, and plenty for the first down, obviously, but the defensive line, you get so focused on rushing the passer that your influence blocked very easily, and they were able to block that in a big gain for the Rolla Bulldogs.
So 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Brown remains at quarterback. 5 wides, trips to your left, 2 to your right. Another low snap, the quick pass. Nice grab by Nash. That's
Fumble.
now a fumble on the turf, and I believe we'll wait for this. Camdenton had a guy there, then Rolla had a guy there.
Third man in was able to get there. Nash had the catch. He come down and had made a football move in 2 steps, and the recovery is made there by Jacob Wise of the Camdenton Lakers.
Yeah, and another turnover. That's a big one this time. Going to stop Rolla's drive right there at the 40-yard line. Camdenton gets it back, and I expect to see him try to eat some clock here.
Yeah, first turnover for either team here in the second half, and the Lakers now with the 11-point lead. 7:09 in the game. You can work on the clock.
So now Camdenton winning the turnover battle 2-1. That's going to be big down the stretch. We'll see if Rolla can't hang in this one. Jordan Knight remains in at quarterback. Martin at tailback. Here's a snap, and now they give to Martin, and he's going to be wrestled down across the 40 up to about the 42-yard line after just 2 yards on the first down carry.
William, it looks to me like Camdenton is a little bit predictable in their snap counts. It's usually 1 up, go, and they do that a lot. I think if you change that up a little bit, you're going to get defensive linemen settling in. But you watch, they go on the first sound a lot. Now you watch, they'll go on a 10-second or get a delay game or something here on a long snap count, but it's been the trend for most of this game.
We'll see if they don't keep that trend going here as Knight lines up under center. Same formation we've seen a lot of the night. Josh Martin in the backfield.
And they snap the ball with 3 seconds. Just go down.
And Martin still on his feet. Surprised we didn't get a progress was stopped a while ago. You said it, Mike, just go down. You don't want to risk a fumble in this point in time, but the officials really are supposed to blow the whistle there.
He was stopped and not going anywhere and was just taking a lot of really unnecessary punishment. I don't know why the officials didn't stop that. He was not coming out of that group.
So Martin positive yardage on 2nd down, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 2 after the 6-yard gain, and this one is at their own 48-yard line. 5:47 left in the ball game. Camdenton has a 2-score lead and possession. Huge 3rd down here for Rolla. They give to Martin. They try to bottle him up, and they do. About a 1-yard gain. A nice job by Rolla staying home.
And again, the predictable snap count, just the first down go. That's good defense there by Rolla, sliding out. Number 51, Wyatt Thompson, was able to get in there and help make the tackle with Brandon Sparks as well.
So this is going to be our 4th and inches, and you wouldn't expect to see this very often, but here at Bob Shore Stadium, I would be shocked if we didn't go for it here, as the Lakers, led by Jeff Short, normally go for this as long as they're past their own 40-yard line late in the ballgame. We've seen it a handful of times this year, and looks like they'll do it again.
Let's see if they go with a longer snap count. Much longer.
Here's the give to Martin. He's got the first down across midfield, down to about the 46-yard line, and that is a big first down for Camdenton.
Yeah, that's a strong run. I think if you see a healthy Josh Martin, we're talking about a touchdown right now. He popped that first line, but he just couldn't cut to his right there, and they had really bunched up in the middle. But still, a great run running on one healthy ankle there and got the first down to keep the clock running.
Yeah, important thing, you get the first down, but like you said, Mike, I mean, they stacked the box. No one was out there in the flat. If he gets outside, he's off to the races. Jordan Knight under center. 1st and 10 from the 46. The give is to Carter Williams. He bounces off a would-be tackler before being bottled up and taken down there close to the 40. They're going to spot at the 41-yard line, and Rolla burns their second timeout. So 2nd and 5 now. Knight's under center. Carter Williams in the backfield. And that's actually going to be
gone.
Williams on the delay, and there's going to be a flag back here. He's going to be drugged down as Williams inside the 20, right about the 21, but we got a hold against the offense, and Coach Shore doesn't like it with this one coming back.
I'll tell you why he doesn't like it, because it was 20 yards behind the running play. It had nothing to do with the run whatsoever, so it negated a 25-yard run that would have set up Camdenton 1st and 10 inside the 20 of Rolla. Instead, it'll be 2nd and about 16.
Yeah, so after the holding call, that's going to push it back and really give Rolla a little bit of life here, because if they can get the ball back, they're going to have to move quick. But they're only down 11, Mike. 2nd and long, the give is to Martin. He's going to try to get outside. He does. He bounces off a would-be tackler, and he's then pushed out. No, he cuts inside and stays on his feet, still running all the way down to the 23-yard line. What a run, Josh Martin.
And I think the Lakers got a little bit of a call there as he was obviously out of bounds. It looked to me like William on the sideline, but a 30-yard run for Martin, and that puts him up over 250 for the night.
3:25 left in the ball game. 1st and 10 from the Rolla 23. Give is to Carter Williams. He follows the push of the offensive line. He gets good yardage down to about 13-yard line. That's very close to another Camdenton first down.
And I think what you need to do is kind of look at maybe Rolla for the first time, letting themselves down just a little bit there. They got pushed off the line of scrimmage, and they used their final timeout.
So 2nd and short, a first down would probably seal the deal. The give is to Carter Williams. We're going to blow it dead. We'll bring that one back.
I didn't see it, William. I don't know what happened. The linesman on the far side did have someone moving illegally, so a 5-yard penalty.
That'll back it up, make it 2nd down and 6. Yeah, not their specialty. 2nd down, here's the give to Carter Williams. He jumps over a guy and then taken down there at about the 15-yard line. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Good information, and I think we got someone to jump off sides, which would be nail in the coffin if they did. Jordan Knight seems to know it is an offsides.
Jay Atherton, number 70, looking to jump a gap and make a play, and he's called for the offside. We've had a lot of the Lakers have had a lot of penalties. Rolla only 2 here in the second half, and 6 for the game.
And I think 5 of those 6, maybe 4 of those 6 have been the jump off sides.
Easy.
I mean, you've had that holding call earlier, but it's just been trying to guess that snap count, and Camdenton effectively drawing them off sides, including twice so far on 3rd and short.
There's another stat for you. The only running plays in the second half for Rolla were those design quarterback runs and the fumble forward to Cristo that picked up the first down. Those have been the only running plays for the Bulldogs.
So with 2:15 left, the Lakers lead by 11 and have 1st and 10 from the 11.
Go to the fullback.
It's Carter Williams. He's going to be on his feet, and he'll go down to about the 8-yard line.
Got me there. I thought he had handed off to the fullback. Great ball handling by the quarterback for the Camdenton Lakers, Jordan Knight. I thought he'd given that one off to the fullback.
So 2nd down and 9. We're inside of 2 minutes to play. The Lakers I'm not sure. I think it's going to be a 2nd and goal from about the 9-yard line. I don't think
they can get a first down. It looks like if you get that close, it's probably going to be a touchdown anyway. But it looks like maybe 3/4 of a yard before you get to the end zone.
Okay, so 2nd and 9 from inside the 9 or inside the 10. Knight under center. That's Keegan Ray, the ball carrier. He cuts inside. He smells the end zone. He's going to be held just shy as his knee was down at about the 1.5. And that's where they'll spot it. And Camdenton will have 3rd and 1 from about the 1.5.
Well, my humble opinion, he didn't get a very good spot there. It wasn't a touchdown, but I think he should have had the first down possibly. But it's 3rd and about 1 from the 2.
So very close here. It's just inside the yard marker, and it's 3rd and 1. Keegan Ray, the tailback, he'll be led by Michael Smythe and Carter Williams. Look for a fullback run here to Williams. And it's going to be Ray. He skips his way ahead into the end zone for a touchdown. We do have a marker on the field, a couple of them.
I think we're going to have an offset here. A couple of kids going at each other pretty good. Well, no. I think we better wait for this one to be sorted out. But it had 2 kids dancing a little bit there after a personal foul on Camdenton. I had it right the first time. It was an offset all the way, and so no play, and it'll be 3rd and 1.
Paschal has the leg for it. We'll wait and see. Aspen Hill to hold. The kick is up. It's low, and it'll be no good, just not enough legs. So Camdenton leads 34-17. We'll have the rest of this one right after this on Lake TV.
I'm Chris Schneider. You're watching a Lake TV Classic Game of the Week from October 2014, a first-round playoff game between Camdenton and Rolla. Now let's get back to the action.
We're back at Bob Shore Field in Camdenton with the Lakers now stretching the lead out to 34-17 in this district semifinal game. A little bit of an onside kick, although it rolls all the way down to the 13 of Rolla. And here's the return by Pierce. Pierce tries to reverse his field, does so, look like a block in the back. And Pierce kept that alive for a long, long time to pick up about 5 yards. And this game getting a little chippy now as the Lakers are going to get flagged for a late hit. With only 27 seconds left in the contest, the Lakers have racked up some pretty impressive penalty yardage here in the second half, but more importantly, they're going to put this one in the win column, get their record to 8-2 as Rolla will wrap up. And Rolla represented themselves very well here tonight with the game that is going on as we speak. Here's the first down play thrown up in traffic. Leon, nice catch as the ball was thrown behind him. He makes the catch for about a 17-yard gain, and he's had a good night. That's 4 catches now for 71 yards in the contest. Morris tries to hurry his offense up down to 20 seconds now, and they stop play for some reason, and I'm not exactly sure why. I don't think the officials had set the chains yet on the far side, so the play is blown dead. And I'm guessing as soon as they do get it set now, they'll wind the clock. And all this does is cost Rolla some time. Quarterback turns to see if it's okay. He steps up in the pocket and needs to get on the ground. And he will not get another play away. Good gain, about 4 yards, but way, way short of what the Rolla Bulldogs need. And they will not get another play away. And our final score here now is 34-17. The Camdenton Lakers do get the win. They do advance on to the district championship for the 3rd consecutive year under head coach Jeff Shore. And the Rolla Bulldogs, as we mentioned, they wrap up at 3-8 on the season. But they certainly represented themselves very well here tonight. Led 7-0, led 10-7. And I think the Lakers' superior depth was able to wear them down in the second half of play. Camdenton, they're now 8-2, and again advancing on to district championship play next Friday, a game which you can watch here on Lake TV.
A nice playoff win for the Camdenton Lakers over Rolla. From October 31st, 2014, the Lakers' playoff run would come to an end the next week with a tough 22-14 loss to the eventual state champions that year, the Battle Spartans. I'm Chris Schneider. Thank you for joining us for the Lake TV Classic Game of the Week. Be sure to join us again next time.